Hello everyone, this is Saeed. Welcome back to another video about Fantasy Champions League. Uh, February is here. Obviously, we have been waiting for a long time. Not for the Saint Valentine, but for the Champions League to come back. And here we are, almost 10 days, above 10 days to go to look for the round of the 16. That's when serious stuff start to happen. Same thing for us, fantasy managers. There's still a lot of things to be played for. Obviously, the first round is the most important, but we still have 4 game days. We still have from now on to the final a lot of chance to improve our stand. For me, for example, it was a good, good first round. Not complaining. I finished overall around the 1,000 for the neutral, about 872. Total score 500. Not really bad. I'm really happy of my result for the first round, and I'm willing to continue. And my target is to be within the first 100. Yes, top 100. That's my target. If you're interested to join our league is on the left. If FECL, you can look it up, and I will leave the code of the league in the comment section. Yeah, so without really going too much about the past is the past. Without going about the first round, let's go straight to game 7 or match day 7, which is the round of 16. And we have some exciting fixtures, either to watch or also to kind of manage our draft for our fantasy team. My approach is kind of similar to the first round. I go with fixture. I go off easy fixture, potential for like guaranteed point. The only difference here is there's a bit now of thinking of like which team will go further. So now it's not only about easy fixture. You might have an easy fixture for a team that it's not probably is gonna go that far. So that's why it's about which team really is impressing and they seem like they will make a long run, and kind of which player I can pick. And the other side, another team might have a very hard fixture, but then you know that once they pass this, let's say, exam, they will go very far. So my strategy will be to go with the team that they have easy fixture, and I think they will go really far. And I think it's quite straightforward. It was quite straightforward for me because most of the team that really are the favorite, they have easy fixture. So yeah, let's start and look. So Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, this is really very hard to predict. I can tell on the European side, we have kind of Paris Saint-Germain that they didn't really find themselves yet. They didn't find the recipe to kind of play the 3 forward premium Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar with the others. They couldn't find the balance between defense and attack. So it's really a lot of question mark about Paris Saint-Germain. At the same time, Real Madrid, overall, they showed kind of lack of stability. They did some really amazing game, especially against like big teams like Inter Milan, but at the same time, they lost to Sheriff home. So I would be avoiding this game. It's really hard to predict to start with, and also I don't think they will go that far. Real Madrid is Real Madrid, and Paris Saint-Germain has a lot of stars. They're really overloaded up front. But still, like there's many other teams that they look really better than these two teams on paper. So maybe my only bet would be Mbappe. Mbappe is very stable at providing, point, and also he's arguably top 3 best player in the world. So, and he has a lot of motivation, and yeah, I think Mbappe can be a bet. I'm not sure if I'll go with Mbappe for this round, um, to be honest. Now we go to the next game. It says Lisbon versus Manchester City. This is on paper is an easy fixture, and on paper, Manchester City is the best team right now. The best team, arguably, with Bayern München, is the best team. There's a big difference between being the best team during like at the first 3 months and being the best team in February and March. So, but everything say we cannot really predict the future, but currently Manchester City is a heavy favorite. So Manchester City with Sporting Lisbon. Manchester City has couple games against Portuguese team recently, especially very recently Porto, and they did very well on the road, and also they did well home, and I think both games or clean sheet. So I really predict clean sheet for the first game, even though they're playing in Portugal. So that's why I would be in Ederson as the goalkeeper, and I might be in 2 defender. I might go with Cancelo and Laporte. Cancelo for sure, Laporte or Diaz. I think Laporte on a uptrend. I think he's in a very great form these days, but I didn't really decide which defense I would go with, but Cancelo for sure. De Bruyne, he's really getting or a couple of things was like the European championship in summer, got injured, then come back and he get injured in the Champions League final, and even got injured at the very beginning of the season. So it took him a while before he got his all himself. And now De Bruyne is arguably the best, or like top 2 best player with Salah in the Premier League, and he's doing some amazing job. He's now back to his kind of last year position, was like a fake 9. So he's always a trade. The only thing is that he doesn't get the penalties. So for his price, that's something to consider. But I'm really impressed by De Bruyne performance these days. So most likely I would go with De Bruyne. And then either Mahrez or Foden, depend really. And I just want to mention for maybe a lot of manager, they don't know really the role a bit, but like now you can have up to 4 players by team. At the first round it was only 3, now you can have 4. Yeah, so Manchester City is a big watch out, and I will go really heavy on Manchester City for another reason, is that they're playing the first game. So now at least this insecurity or uncertainty about a rotation, about a Guardiola squad, that will be avoided because you can wait until you get the confirmed lineup. So Manchester City is going to be something to watch for. Here's an example about a team that is on paper should go very far, but they have a tricky and a hard Italian team on their way, which is Inter Milan. Inter Milan was kind of disappointing in the last couple of years, but they were learning. And even this year, like they almost didn't do it in the next round, but they did it. So now you have an Italian team which is Inter Milan, with a good player, and we know what Italian team can do. They are still good, and Inter Milan is arguably the best team in the Calcio this year. So I think it's going to be a very difficult fixture to predict, and it can go either way. I would say maybe it's a 60-40, like 60 for Liverpool, 40 for Inter Milan. But like, you cannot avoid Salah. Salah is a must. You need to have Salah. Salah got the penalty. He got everything. The game of like the king of the game, and he scores. He's a machine of scoring. So Salah has to be there. Like, you better have Salah rather than to be left. How to say? Just like be the only one not enjoying the point he's gonna make. And in a second level, maybe Trent. Trent is a good also with the assist and with the clean sheet. I think Trent also is an option, but Salah for sure. Not really going with any player with Inter Milan. I think for Inter Milan, it's really a hard fixture. If we go to Bayern München, this is the attack. We are here talking about a machine of scoring. So I'm not gonna really go with defense. Bayern didn't really show sign, although they have some couple clean sheet in the first round, but didn't really play against attacking team. Now they're playing about a young attacking Salzburg. And also, like, I'm not sure about their Bayern München attack. And also because they scored a lot of games, so they can afford to get a goal. They are just like attack oriented. So that's why I'm gonna be in, not necessarily 4, because I'm not sure about the defense, but I would say something about 3 to some 2 premium player. So a must. Lewandowski is a must. I know he's gonna be my captain for the second day, so that's Lewandowski will be in the lineup. There's no way unless he's injured. Sani, I would say Sani and Gnabry for me is like of the same level, depend who is going to be in form. Gnabry dealt with a couple injuries, so that's why maybe I would be leaning toward Sani. But Coman, I'm not gonna ignore Coman. He's quite nailed in the fixture and the squad, and also he's always providing point, and he's a bit cheaper than Sani. So at the end of the day, depend if manager how much money you have in the budget. So at the end of the day, you cannot have all the player you need because there's a limitation in the budget. And I said maybe Pavard or Sule and defense, but I think I would avoid the defense of Bayern München, to be honest. Then we go to the Tuesday, which we have Villarreal, Juventus. It's very, very, I would say, very balanced game. Juventus recently they lose to teams with Villarreal caliber. They lost to, I think, Lyon, and last year they lost to Porto, and now they have even a better version of this medium caliber team is Villarreal, which is like the Europa League champion, and they are very impact. They play really very how to say solid game with a lot of like they're just to move as a block, and they're really good. They're really good to watch. Again, it's really hard to predict. If I have to make a guess, it's Danjuma. Chiesa, I'm not sure if he would be ready for the game, but Danjuma for sure, it might be as a differential, something to go with because he's arguably the best scorer of Villarreal. I think he didn't blank in any team of Villarreal. Now let's go to defense or clean sheet. Chelsea versus Lille. Lille keep really prove me wrong, all except maybe the first game or this first couple games. Every time I say Lille don't have any attack, they're not really gonna make it the first round. They end up being the first team of their pool, of their group. So I hope this time they're not gonna prove me wrong, and I think their journey is end here against Chelsea. Yes, for sure, Chelsea are not the Chelsea this last, I would say, since December. They are not really the same Chelsea we know, especially in the Premier League. But like, that's our big teams, and Chelsea is made for the way how Chelsea play are made for the kickoff round, and I think we'll see a completely different Chelsea. Obviously, they are kind of how to say, they're really a big hit to not have Chilwell and to not have James. But I think Alonso can do the work, Azpilicueta can do the work, and I think most importantly, they will have a strong defense. They will get their defense back. I have no doubt to that, especially against Lee. They don't have really a lot of weapon in their up front. So Mendy is a possibility. Odegaard, I think Odegaard will be in the lineup. Azpilicueta, I think he's nailed. Like, there's no one else who gonna play in his on the right back, and at the same time, he might also play as a center back. Alonso, I don't really like what I see from him. Even he didn't play the last game. Sarr played against it, but I see it hard how Alonso won't play. So I would most likely I would go with something about 3 or 2 between the goalkeeper and defender. But most likely I'm gonna go with 2 defender. And for like, especially for like budget, budget friendly thing, I would go with either Kovacic or Jorginho. Depend really. Kovacic is a little bit cheaper and he's like in a better form than Jorginho. Jorginho was kind of benched a couple times lately, but he got the penalties. So this is going to be kind of a last decision to make. Kante also. Kante is good. Is cheaper than both of these 2 players, and we know Kante, when he's in his element, he can be the best player in Chelsea. Atletico Madrid, Manchester United avoid. Hard to predict. Hard to think it's going to be high scoring game, and also I don't see any of these teams going farther. So I rather wait a bit to see their first game, and then maybe I will change my opinion about Manchester United. Even Ronaldo, lately it's hard really to bet. I know it's really hard to bet against Ronaldo in Champions League, but yeah, it's a big question mark about this team, or those 2 teams and this game in general. So I'm gonna avoid it. Ajax, I am very impressed with Ajax as anyone else. I don't think it's just a hype. I don't think it was a spontaneous performance. I think Ajax are for real. Ajax are for real. They remind me of Ajax of 2016, 18, when they really were the best team and they almost made it to the final. I think they were the best team in the Champions League and they almost made it to the final, but I think a bit of experience and young player. This time they're playing Benfica. Benfica are good defensively, a decent team, but I think Ajax has more weapon and they're way better than Benfica. I think they will overwhelm Benfica with their system and with the attacking and with just like they're just so dynamic and so good. So that's why I feel like Ajax, that's the only team I'm gonna pick. With Manchester City, I'm gonna pick from all the line. Like obviously Haller and Anthony. I think most likely Haller Anthony will be in my lineup. Haller because it's really like a machine of scoring so far. Anthony, when I look at the budget, I find is the best player value. Like I think value, like I think he's around 8 million. It's really, you cannot find better than Anthony between 10 million until like 9, like until his price 8. So Mizraoui, that's a possibility. Like I think there's a big chance for clean sheet, and Mizraoui is nailed, and it's like he's always like participating there, like, attacking. And the goalkeepers as well. Talking the clean sheet goalkeeper, very good price. I think it's around 5.1 or something like that. So I think I will go with. I'm not worried about Ajax for the next round. I think they will go far, regardless of the team they play. I mean, when I say regardless, I mean they have the same chance. They have really the same. They are as good as any other team. With that being said, I will have a lot of other videos, but this is kind of so far how I see my fixture. As I said, I'm going with 4 player from Ajax, Anthony, Halloran, and as a strikers. I would go with Alvarez. Okay, here I didn't mention Alvarez, but at a certain point when you start playing with your budget, you need to get a cheaper player. So here, I didn't go with Mezraoui, but I went with Alvarez and I went with the goalkeeper Pasveer. But I might go with Mezraoui as well. 5.1 million is not expensive. It is just really, depend also on the news and depend really how is the other player going. Manchester City, as I said, I go with 4 teams because I think Manchester will go far. So I'm going with De Bruyne as captain, going with Laporte, Cancelo, and Ederson. I might also, I don't know, I like also Foden, but I think if you have De Bruyne, you kind of, you cover for that. I love Mahrez. I think he has in Champions League, wherever he play, he has the penalties and he score. But again, we'll see how I want to have kind of some balance also. But those kind of 2 players that I will want to have. So we'll see how we can, play this out. Bayern München, I went with only 2 player. I really think that it's hard to believe that Lewandowski it's just like involved in most of the action. So I feel like if you have Lewandowski, which is a bit expensive, and you get Coman or Sani, you kind of get a big part of it, and then the next games, the next round, you can add more player. So that's why for now, obviously, I don't want to get to the defense or the goalkeeper because I don't really trust, not don't trust, but like I don't think they have really great defense. So far, I'm going Lewandowski and Coman. I might, change my mind and go with Sani instead of Coman, or Sani and Coman, and try a bit to look for a way to, to cut on other places. But that's really what I'm planning to do. As I said, for Chelsea, I'm going with defense. So I'm going to double the defense, the same with the Manchester City, Alonso and Odegaard. Depend also, maybe I will go with Odegaard and Azpilicueta. I didn't go with Mendy because it's kind of, you want to have a goal player at the first day or the first week and a goalkeeper the second week. So I went with Ederson and Pasveer, but you can argue that Mendy also has his place here. Kovacic so far, I'm going with Kovacic based on the form and based on the price. I think he's going to be a very important element in the team, but I might go with Jorginho or Kante. I would love to go with Ziyech because he's in a very good form currently, but it's just a bit expensive, and Chelsea didn't score that much lately. So, yeah. As I said, Salah is Salah. I went also with Alexander Trent just because it's good to have him for the next tour, and also he is the best player after Salah in Liverpool, even better than Mane in terms of influence. Yeah, so this is my team, and then the first day I will go with De Bruyne as a captain. The second day I will go with Lewandowski. And after this, the 22nd, I might go with Rudiger, actually. I might go with Rudiger. Oh, or I might go with Alonso. But I'm pretty sure, like, if I mess up with De Bruyne and Lewandowski, then that means there's a problem about my my squad. So, but like Odegaard. Otherwise, the last game with the 23rd, then I have a lot of options. I have Haller, I have Anthony. Yeah, I have there's two players. So most likely I'll go with Haller if really I didn't get what I need in the first games. So yeah, this is my first say draft about my squad or my lineup. So let me know in the comment section about what you think. Maybe I overlooked some players. Maybe I'm overloading a certain team. Maybe you think that I'm putting too much player on Ajax or too much weight on Ajax. So let me know about the comment section. And please, if you like the video and you wanna, give some push up or push forward or some encouragement, please smash that subscribe button, share, click like, just help us to keep moving. Here we go. Thank you so much. I will make other videos, I think, something maybe more specific about some certain games or like kind of update about my lineup. But until then, have a great day and good luck in your draft. Ciao.